here in hot and sunny California. Boy, oh boy. I have to admit, I'm tired. I don't like to admit it, as I know it makes me vulnerable. One of you could attack me and take this spot. But I got home late last night. I got home at 3 a.m. We were in Washington this weekend presenting the Mark Twain Prize to Jon Stewart, who is a national treasure. And it was a lot of fun. But a lot of people in D.C. were worried I might get locked up being in the same town as the Klan mom, Marjorie Taylor Greene, who you may know reported me to the Capitol Police last week. I actually met some of the Capitol Police. I think I'm going to be okay. There was no APB put out. I was able to walk freely around the city. But Marjorie is busy getting sued by a group of her constituents in Georgia who believe she is ineligible to run for re-election because of her role in the attack on January 6th. According to the 14th Amendment, anyone who takes part in an insurrection or rebellion is barred from holding office. So the Green Goblin had to testify under oath for almost 4 hours where she played even dumber than she actually is.
In fact, you think that Speaker Pelosi is a traitor to the country, right?
I'm not answering that question. It's speculation. It's hypothetical.
You've said that, haven't you, Ms. Greene, that she's a traitor to the country?
No, I haven't said that.
Okay. Put up Plaintiff's Exhibit 5, please.
Oh, no, wait.
Now it's yes, I may have spray painted that on her car. I didn't realize there would be exhibits. Is this a court or a museum? She even had a hard time remembering a line she lifted from a movie.
The last thing you say in the video is, "We aren't a people that are going to go quietly into the night." Do you recall that part?
Yes.
Okay. Now, that phrase, "we aren't a people that are going to go quietly into the night," that's not something that you came up with on your own, is it?
I have no idea what you mean.
Well, that's something that you borrowed from a movie script, right?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay. You borrowed that line from the movie Independence Day, right?
No.
Let's go to the videotape as well.
No, well, and then they did. Of course she quoted Independence Day. To her, that's a history book. That's a... When Marjorie was asked if she considered participating in the riot herself, she said it was on her calendar, but she was too busy preparing her case against the Electoral College vote totals to go, which is like saying, I would have been at the wedding. I was too busy burning down the church. She very conveniently failed to recall a great deal of what she said, but fear not, because Big Pharma is hard at work to make sure she never forgets the things she didn't actually forget again.
Ms. Greene, did you advocate to President Trump to impose martial law as a way to remain in power?
I don't recall.
So you're not denying you did it, you just don't remember.
I don't remember.
Are you or a loved one struggling to remember whether you incited a deadly insurrection?
I do not recall. I have no idea. I don't know that.
Have you forgotten whose executions you've called for?
I just don't remember. I don't recall.
Have you left the house and forgotten to turn off your Jewish space laser?
No, I do not remember that.
Do you find yourself getting confused or lost?
Okay, I think we're gonna have to ask for directions.
Now there's help. Treasonal. Treasonal treats memory loss by patching up holes in the brain caused by overexertion. Call your anti-vax chiropractor if you have waited longer than 4 hours for JFK Jr. to come back from the dead. Treasonal. Get back to destroying your country with confidence. From the makers of Nasonex horse medication for people.
Oh, no, wait. Hold on now.
Available at Walgreens.
I hope it helps. I really do. You know, the state of New York is finally getting tough with Donald Trump. This morning, a judge is holding Trump in civil contempt for his refusal to comply with a subpoena from the state attorney general. Until he testifies, he'll be fined $10,000 a day. So get ready for an email offer to join the president's exclusive gold medal, diamond, platinum, plus extra secret roundtable. Can we tell the president you're with us? In the meantime, we're learning a lot more about what happened at the White House in the days leading up to January 6th, thanks to a treasure trove of text messages from Trump Chief of Staff Mark Meadows. CNN was able to get more than 2,000 of these text messages he turned over to the House Select Committee. There are texts from panicked lawmakers trying to reach Meadows while the Capitol was being stormed. Most of them revolve around the same theme, which was, help, these crazy people we told to attack the Capitol are attacking the Capitol. But the list of those who texted Meadows includes Ted Cruz, Marjorie Taylor Greene, Sean Hannity, Jared, Ivanka, Don Jr. Nothing from Eric. And apparently Eric still isn't allowed to have a cell phone, but Ivanka sent a note to a group that included Meadows, her husband Jared, and Hope Hicks that said, "You are all warriors of epic proportions. Keep the faith and the fight." And then she moved to an island, never to be seen or heard from again. Donald Trump Jr. texted Mark Meadows on January 6th, urging his father to end the attack. He wrote, "This is one you go to the mattresses on. They will try to F his entire legacy on this if it gets worse. Please tell him he won't take my calls, Mark." But maybe the best was this text from My Pillow Mike Lindell, that is 1 million characters long. It is like the text version of a CVS receipt. Think Mark Meadows even read this? I know this is the kind of thing you just thumb up and move on. So we have text from Mark Meadows, and over the weekend, House Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy got caught in a big lie, that one that could get his Mar-a-Lago membership revoked. He's been one of the big Trump apologists, but on January 10th of 2021, he told his fellow House Republicans that he would tell Trump he should resign.
Again, I mean, the only discussion I would have with him is that I think this will pass, and it would be my recommendation you should resign.
Now, that's the opposite of what he's been saying. He called a previous report that said he told fellow GOP leaders that he would urge Trump to resign. Totally false and wrong. But this is another thing he said on tape on January 10th.
All right, I know this is not fun. I know this is not great. I know this is very tough. But what I want to do, especially through here, is I don't want to rush things. I want everybody to have all the information needed. I've had it with this guy. What he did is unacceptable. Nobody can defend that, and nobody should defend it.
That's right. But then 3 weeks later, Trump's prison bitch was back for the free cigarettes. You know, an Altoid lasts longer than Kevin McCarthy's convictions, and yet, other than Adam Kinzinger, no one in his party had anything to say about this. I'm sure they're waiting for the right moment. Elon Musk bought Twitter today. Do you hear that? $44 billion. Said he wants to transform Twitter as a platform for free speech around the globe. Yeah, that's a problem with Twitter. No one can say what they think. They're holding back. Even though Elon will likely let Trump back on, Trump says he won't get back on, which is definitely a lie. He'll be right back. Even though he's got a lot of money riding on this Truth Social disaster he got a lot of dollars for and then abandoned. He hasn't posted there since the day it launched 2.5 months ago. He posted one time. That was it. But he did give a Truth Social kind of a plug at a rally he had in Ohio this weekend.
They conspired to ban me from every social media platform. Because of this digital tyranny, we had to give the American people their voice back by building something called Truth Central.
I like Truth. Truth Central is a character on The Mandalorian, I think. Let's try that again, Donald.
Truth Social.
That's much better. That is the name of his latest failure. Trump lies so much he can't even say the word truth anymore. These rallies he has, they seem to be, I'm realizing, the same characters following him around the country because we've definitely seen some of them before.
I remember a couple weeks ago, this gentleman right here was criticized for having too many hats on his head. Our good friend Jimmy Kimmel called you out.
So Jimmy Kimmel made fun of me for having 3 hats. Well, now I have 2 hats because inflation is getting high. I only can afford 2 hats this rally, Jimmy Kimmel.
Yeah, I think that counted ended up to 3. But listen, I know you don't like me. I know I made fun of you. But will you please send me that Jimmy Kimmel Sucks hat? I really like it. You know, maybe this is the thing that brings us all together. And that guy, by the way, wasn't even close to the biggest nut in the trail mix at this rally. That honor went to this young lady who put even the unusually relaxed when it comes to facts RSBN news team to the test.
You think Princess Diana is still alive?
Absolutely, 100%. Do you?
I didn't, but maybe you have something that you know that I don't know.
Well, you know God speaks to us, right? There's ways that we can figure these things out. So if people start learning ABC 1, 2, 3, which Michael Jackson talked about how many years ago, right? And he sang about. So when people start understanding gematria, they start understanding the numbers. A equals 1, B equals 2, C equals 3.
Wow. These new Florida math textbooks are a mess. I am glad to hear Princess Di is alive. So A equals 1, B equals 2, and then C equals 3? I don't know. We may have to get some Navajos to break the rest of the code. By the way, when he recorded the song ABC, Michael Jackson was 11 years old. Only the best people. I also want to mention Trump's much-hyped interview with the former Celebrity Apprentice contestant, Piers Morgan. Last week, Piers claimed in his teaser that the interview got so heated Trump stormed out, which made Piers's nipples very rock hard. And they had it out because Trump-Thin-Skin couldn't handle the truth about the election he lost, which Morgan confronted him with. He also asked Trump if he were the Queen of England, would he strip Harry and Meghan of their royal titles? Trump liked that. He said he's not a fan of Meghan Markle. Though, to be fair, it should be noticed, there's a 100% chance he doesn't know the difference between Meghan Markle and Angela Merkel. But it was a feisty exchange between Trump and a gentleman he thought would be completely on his side. And in many ways, it was a revealing interview as well.
Frank Sinatra said the best revenge is massive success. Isn't your best revenge, rather than talking constantly about the last
I don't
election?
talk constantly, but you brought it up.
You
I
do.
didn't.
You do.
You brought it up.
Come on, eat away.
Excuse me. You brought it up. I didn't. I don't talk about it very much.
We have a good show for tonight. You know, I've not seen this many people cover their eyes before. Congratulations on making it to the end of a YouTube video. Why not celebrate by clicking the subscribe button? You earned it.